And good evening from Bloomington High School, Bloomington, Illinois, the 2025 State Farm Classic. This is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball from the girls' side. And good evening, I'm Jeff Wellman as we go day two. Blue Devils won day one, and that's how you advance, by winning and moving on. And of course, in this tournament, you're going to get more than games as well. Quincy beat Plainville North last night 56-36. With the victory, move on, and of course they will take on Chicago DePaul College Prep Rams, who won 55-23, and it should be a good one. Speaking of a good one, the guy sitting next to me, Coach Pettit. And Coach, this is a nice matchup. You've got one of the top teams in the country, now in the state I should say, and they're matched up against the Blue Devils, who are very talented, junior laden.
Well, you know, this DePaul College Prep, you know, they come in with a bunch of seniors here, and, you know, of the last 3 state championships, they won the 2A girls state championship in 23, the 3A girls state championship in 24. Last year I was trying to look up and see who beat them, but guaranteed they were probably right there. This may be the best team that Quincy High Blue Devil girls will see this year.
And of course, this is the Mecca Sports Co. pregame show, and we're at the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight, better bed, less money, Quincy and Jacksonville. When we return, we'll hear from Coach. That's Coach Dance, and he'll be there in the Coach's comments, brought to you by the QHS Auto Group. It's going to be the Blue Devils from the girls' side against the Rams from DePaul College Prep, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
And welcome back to the Mecca Sports Co. pregame show. And now it's time for the coach's comments, brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and giving back with me, the head coach of the Quincy High Blue Devil girls. And that's Brad Dance. And did you get a good day of rest?
Yeah, we did. We had a good night last night, and then went and got some lunch today, had a shoot around, and now we're ready to go. So
I know that's always tough, too, when you play good and you want to get another game going. You're almost like, can we play right now, or at least in the morning? But it is good to get it out there towards the end of the day. And, of course, getting ready for this matchup, heck of a team in DePaul College Prep. They've got a good size lineup at 6'2". Grace Lee, she's good inside. They can shoot well outside, too, so pretty disciplined team.
Yeah, they're a good program, and we'll have to really execute well defensively. We talked about some things we want to do on the defensive end, and we'll see if we can execute it. The key is going to be we got to stay out of foul trouble. We've got to be able to rebound, and we've got to execute on the offensive end.
And, of course, early in the game, if you get them to miss their shots, last night they hit their shots. As we did not hit our shots. So that really is the first part of the game, who comes out early from the outside.
Yeah, and if we apply pressure defensively, then those wide open shots aren't so wide open and puts a little bit more pressure on them. So we've just got to, like we talk about, do what we do defensively, and the chips fall where they may.
I do like the Grace Lee. She's about 6'2", but watching her, Jada's a lot quicker, and I think Jada can beat and get by her. And as long as she gets all the way by her, because Lee can block the shot because she is tall. Yeah. I think Jada might have a great matchup and a great. This might give a good chance for college coaches if they already haven't known what Jada is all about for this one.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the matchup. And Jada never backs down from a challenge, so she'll be ready to go, and she'll do what we need to do and keep us in the game.
All right, I already used taking care of business for 3 years with Andy Douglas, so I'm not going to use that. Basically, that's what it is all about with this team, is doing what you do best.
It is. We just have to execute and take care of what we do, and then move on from there.
You got it. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You got it. And that's Brad Dance. And his comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, faith, family, and giving back. When we get back, we'll have a little more of the pregame show, and then it's time for the Blue Devils from the girls' side against the Rams of DePaul College Prep, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Kunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Kunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Kunis makes it easy.
Welcome back to Bloomington High School. Wellman and Pettit, and over the loudspeakers, AC/DC. Coach Pettit can't wait, since that's what he got for Christmas, was an AC/DC concert to, where at?
Camp Randall up in University of Wisconsin.
There you go.
The football stadium.
Should be a good show. The old 70-year-olds out there, and of course, we're 60-year-old too, so everybody's aged, and they've aged well too, so good stuff out there. Speaking of aging and good stuff, right here tonight, the Blue Devils in DePaul Prep. You know, we got Jada coming in at 21.5. We talk about Chloe's getting 13. Longcore is at around 10. Hamby, Byquist, and Elfritz, and that is the key. You got to keep those 6 players on the floor and keep them out of foul trouble. And then we need to really, again, we work inside out for those shots, but we've got to be able to hit our shots early to stretch the Rams out, and we've got to cover up the Rams on the perimeter.
Well, this is going to be a great matchup, you know, between two very, very good ball clubs. You know, once again, looking at, you know, DePaul College Prep, the 6'2 senior Totaro, averaging about 13 a game, 6 boards, 2.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 1.5 block. You know, and then you got the big girl underneath, Lee, averaging 10-2, about 8 boards a game, 2.5 assists, 1.5 blocks. So you've got a formidable twosome going up against our formidable twosome. You know, it's going to be, you know, interesting to see how this matchup works. Then they go with a 5'11 sophomore, and then you got Giordano, 12-2 a game, you know, 2.9 assists at 5.5. Trotman's at 5'7", 4 boards, couple assists, couple steals at 5'8". Then they got another sophomore coming off the bench at 5'9", averaging 4.5 a game. So this is going to be a battle, but last night when we saw DePaul College Prep, when they kept their starters in against, you know, was it 22-1 in the first quarter, you know, against Geneseo, and it's like, okay, you know, and then they start playing their second and third team. So, you know, that's why you have a 55-23 final. You know, it could have been 80-5.
When I looked at it tonight, it was kind of funny on the sidebars of the scoring. They had it doubled. It was 110. And I said, did we miss something? I thought for sure we were there at the end of the game. But and again, that was Geneseo. Geneseo was down.
Well, you know, Quincy, I beat them by 32, I think, about a week or so ago. You know, so, you know, this is going to be one of those games. You know, the way I look at it, you know, keys to the game, you got to play 32. No empty possessions on the offensive or defensive end. You know, defensively, no bad fouls. Got to keep your players in, your best abilities, availability, you know, and then board. You know, this group's going to go to the basket and rebound.
Now, we don't expect the Rams to run, though, Coach, right? I mean, they will take it if they get it.
They're averaging 55.2. We're averaging 61. Yeah, you know what I mean? But they're giving up 34.
Right.
Yeah, you know, so I think they'll get out after it in times. You know what I mean? You know, take care of the basketball, good looks, don't settle for the quick threes.
There we are.
Because if you're sitting there and, you know, firing up 5-6 threes, they don't go in, they go out on a 10-2 run or whatever the case may be, it's going to be hard going uphill against this team that, you know, basically won the 2A state championship at 23, the 3A state championship at 24, and from what I saw last night, they're gearing up for 3 out of 4. This is a measuring stick game right here, you know, for the Quincy High Blue Devils. You know, this isn't Galesburg. You know, this is Chicago DePaul Prep. This is a measuring stick. You know, we'll see how far they've come, you know, in the first half of the season.
And you mentioned, Coach, too, if we don't hit shots, Then they pack it in, and that gives Jada no room because everything's going to be packed in around her.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to have to step up, and probably for her, I'd like to see her going up to the high post, turning and facing up Lee, and taking her to the hole because Jada's got that great crossover dribble, good head fakes, and if she can beat Lee to the basket, beat her. Don't just get around her because if you get around her, this girl's big enough and keeps her arms up, she'll block your shot if you're within a foot or two.
Well, and we'll see. We catch it on the elbow, turn, catch and face, do a jab step, hit a couple of those shots. Then you do the shot fake up, step through, and you're right at the hole. That'll get everything up. But, once again, everybody, we're going to have to shoot a little bit better, tonight if we're going to compete with this team.
Hey, it's the Mecca Sports Co. pregame show, and, of course, one of our great sponsors, 8 Open at Southern Comfort, Southern Kitchen, 601 Main in Quincy. Today they're open until 9 o'clock, noon to 9. It is a Saturday. I got to remember what day it is. They are closed Sunday through Wednesday, but please stop down there and check out their great sandwiches, signatures, the smash burger, and everything they've got there. That's 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main in Quincy. When we return, more of the Mecca Sports Co. pregame show, and then the Blue Devils and the Rams, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Back here at Bloomington High School, Mecca Sports pregame show, Wellman and Hedit. You've heard the breakdown on this one. Now we just can't wait till the opening tip. 2 minutes away here. We thought this game might start a little early because the game before this was done early, and I'm going to pull out the scores of the earlier quarterfinal games. All the quarterfinal games were here for the large school girls. That is the large school girls division. I know we joked about that before. It is not the large school girls. Let's go a different way on that one. By the way, we do have the Raiders tonight at 8:30 over at Normal West, and we'll be hustling there to catch the end of their game. Not on air, but we'll be there to support them. First game of the day on the quarterfinals over here, Washington, Kankakee. This is why we got done and moved early. Washington 58, Kankakee 11. Great program in Washington. I believe 2 years ago we might have lost to them, then turned around and beat Morton in the next game. That was a good tournament. I did 3 years ago because I believe Taylor Foley was still playing. Freeport just got done beating Wheaton Warrensville South 48-40. So if Freeport was the 4, would have been nice to be right against them because I think that's one team in the top 4 we could have beat. Of course, this is DePaul Prep against Quincy, followed tonight at the 8:30 game, Morton against River Forest. So we got some good stuff there, and that's River Forest Trinity. So other games out there as well. So we're getting ready for the tip, and of course the Blue Devils tonight will be in their road blue, it looks like. Trimmed in white, so they'll be the first ones being announced. I did talk to the players beforehand about their colors of their shoes. ML the second said purple. Not 4 different colors, not fusion, just purple. I think we had lavender on Jada Brown. Chloe, we got done with 3 of the girls, and we looked over, and Chloe has white with black swooshes on them. Got a chuckle out of that. Well, here we are, folks. Second round of the 2025 State Farm Classic. The girls division, large schools. The Devils open up with the starting lineup. For the Devils, add 1 guard. Number 14, a 5'8 junior, Miley Longcore, that's ML the second, brother of Beal the third. Cameron Byquist had a great game last night. She's having a lot of great games. Byquist, a 5'4 junior, show number 20. In the middle, Jada Brown had 26 last night. She wears number 21, 6-foot junior. Our one senior, Madeline Hamby, number 23, 5'8 senior. Shout out to Grandpa Bob and Grandma Donna. And rounding it out, Number 24, Chloe Nicholson, our sophomore, 6'1". And that's our starting lineup. Head coach Brad Dance, assistant Brad Bergman, Katie Klopper, and Kelly Larson hanging out back in Quincy. Now you got the Chicago College Prep varsity girls, the Rams. We checked their starting lineup last night as we were watching. We'll double check to see if they send the same lineup on us. Number 2, Caitlin Totero, 6'2". Coach talked about the senior. Got a game. She's a little lankier. Number 4, Lucia Troutman, 5'8" senior. I love the way they put what grammar school they went to, all the Catholic schools. Number 21, Ramira Puckett. She's a sophomore, 5'11". Your 4 starter, Ava Giordano, senior, 5'5". And rounding out the big girl inside, number 33, Grace Lee. She's a 6'2" senior. The Rams are coached by Corey Morgan, assisted by Gianni Ortiz, Randy Stonewall, and Shamona McDaniel. There you go, the starting lineups of both teams, and we are ready to go. And it is radio audio only, as it will be in Collinsville, so both tournaments are the dream of a radio guy like myself. Not that I don't mind the video. So, they will not be going left or right on your dial. It's to and fro. The Devils will be coming towards us. The Rams will be going away. So envision that. Coach Pettit's over here with his crayons and his markers to do color tonight.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to embellish and tell us all about it. Not a bad crowd out here. Kind of small, it's family, but it's nice. And we're ready for the opening tip. And I got to stand up. Devils get the opening tip in the right corner. Stepping back is Byquist. Byquist hits the 3 to start the game off. Quincy High with the 3-pointer, brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road, woodmartbuildingcenter.com.
And the Blue Devils come out in their 1-2-2, extending it out.
Devils back in that 1-2-2 with Nicholson to the point. Byquist and Hamby at the high post. Brown at the low post. Ball's on the floor. Brown's on the floor. Hustling through it and hustling in and going after the basketball was Troutman. It looked like the Devils might have it, and Troutman came in from outside about 15 feet to pick it up and score.
And DePaul College Prep's out in a man-to-man to start with.
Nicholson on the right side, lob inside, Jada Brown. Good, Brown with a good move. The assist, Nicholson. Devils are up 5-2.
Well, they only got 4-2 on the board.
Uh-oh, did they not count that other one as a 3 then? We'll check that out in a second here. That first one, the official right here did call a 3, so we're going to have to check that. Devils back on defense. Left corner, the short corner, the shot on the runner. And our first foul of the game going to the line will be Ramaya Puckett. She'll shoot 2. Miley Longcore, the first foul of the game. Obviously the first foul for the Blue Devils. Back up on the board with a 5 now.
All right.
A racer out. So, and I imagine, look up, Katie Klopper probably went over to say, they said it was a 3. I love when they get the challenge there. And we do not have the player fouls up, so I'll have to listen really good at the player fouls. First free throw, no good. 4 Devils in the lane. Going to screen out. They bring Lee all the way back here as well as Totero, both their big girls. Second free throw is good. Little full court pressure being applied. Into the court side. Right side. Passed in. Brown from the right side to the left block. Hamby gets fouled. So Madeline will go to the line to shoot 2. Devils work it down the court nicely. Brown had it on the right block and dished it off. First foul goes against the Rams. And Hamby hits the first free throw. Madeline didn't score last night, but that's the nice thing.
That's what we need. She needs to see that ball going into the basket. You know, which couple free throws to start. That's good. Now let's drive, kick, and get her an open look up from the 3-point line.
7-3 Devils lead. 6:30 left in the first quarter. Ball goes inside to Totero. Reverse layup, and a nice reverse layup. Scores.
You can't let her catch the ball and be behind her. You got to get in front, make them lob it up, and then come and help.
Devils in the half-court set. Longcore going man-to-man against Giordano to the right side. Byquist makes a nice drive, gets out in front of the basket, but doesn't get it up on. She got caught under the basket, so the shot got up and didn't get over the iron. Totero on the other end being hounded by Nicholson. And almost a steal on the right side. That was Longcore. Her right, our left. There'll be a lot of that tonight since it's looking at the end of the court. If you look online, you'll see the picture there on our Facebook page of where we're at above on the one end.
Lot of energy on the defensive end to start the game for the Blue Devils.
Inside 6 minutes, Devils lead 7-5 early. I love it. Nicholson in that 1-2-2 flattens out down to the free throw lane. Jada Brown with a nice tip out, but it came right into the hands of Totero. Rams with the basketball. Inside out. Hamby does cover, but then went by. And as she went by, stepping back to take that shot was number 24, Ava Giordano. And it's an 8-7 lead for the Rams.
Wonder if she's related to the pizza mogul.
I was thinking the same thing. Malin Hamby in the corner. Hamby's three no good. Longcore almost on the back, but tips it away. Rams get it. That's Puckett. Skips over left side. Giordano. Giordano has it at the point. Nothing there. Trying to go to Lee. They do a great pass there. Lee misses the lob. Hamby tipped it out to Nicholson. Here come the Devils. Down by one with 5 minutes left. First quarter action. Nicholson comes around the screen behind the back on the right side. In the right corner. Byquist for three. Comes up short. Puckett gets the rebound for the Rams. Works the right side. Quick pace now. Both teams getting out once they get the rebound. Long three-pointer by Lee. I thought uncharacteristic. But the rebound came out to Troutman. And then Lee made a cut to the basket for the easy basket. Lee's first basket, 10-7. And Chloe Nicholson pulls up from the left side for two. Keeping pace with the Rams.
Actually, they gave her three on that one. It's 10-10
Did they really?
Now. Yep.
And we will take that.
It was 10-7, so.
Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. Stop by and see Kevin and Dink and the whole crew. I forgot to write down all the crew. I know you got some new people in there. Turnover now to be for the Devils. So 4:11 left, first quarter action, 10-10, Devils ball. Mia Ellifritz is in. Hamby gets a break. Nicholson brings it across the timeline. Man-to-man coming, Troutman on her. Stops, kicks it back. Jada Brown for three. Good! Brown hits the three from outside.
Started out a little bit warmer, shooting the threes. Well, we're 2 for 3 now.
Indeed, now leading 13-10. Back on defense. Giordano being hounded, sends it to the right side. Long three-pointer and good. That was Puckett from the left side. Checked at the right side for three. And we're back tied 13-13. 3:33, lots of threes out there. Nicholson starts to drive. Byquist to the top. Longcourt, crossover dribble against Giordano. Ellifritz from the corner, driving to the hole. Gets fouled, knocked down, no call. Rebounding on the side. I guess when the guards go inside, you're at the mercy of the post players and the whistle.
When you got 5'4" going in there on 6'2", 5'11", 6'2", got to make a better decision.
Indeed. 3 minutes left in the quarter, tied 13-13. Into the corner, back out to Giordano. Lee comes out at the top of the key, reverses it to the right side. Three-pointer no good. Hunting it down is Byquist in the corner. Here comes Nicholson. Crossover dribble right in front, and it good. Nicholson got the little roll there, but she took it to Lee, and a nice move. Devils up by 2.
Nice little floater from about 10 foot out in the middle of the lane.
I figured she's going to pick her game up tonight if she really needs to.
Oh,
Lee inside.
She's going to have to.
Giordano from outside. Giordano from the left side hits a three-pointer. You got to cover the shooters over here. Rams can shoot the basketball. 16-15 Rams. Devils with the ball. Jada Brown out high. Going to work against Lee. Takes her to the hole. Gets to the hole, but got too far down at a bad angle. But I told you, she can beat Lee to the basket. On that one, she almost needs to go dribble all the way through to the reverse. If it's not there, take it out and reset it. 2 minutes left, first quarter action. Rams lead by 2. 16-15. By 1, excuse me. Stepping in, Puckett. Her shot no good. Long rebound comes out. Totero gets it. Rams big it out to the perimeter. At the elbow. Kicks it out to Giordano. Goes right back in. Ellifritz is in there, but she's no match for Lee. And Lee gets the bucket. We needed a little help there at that time.
Well, once again, get in front of her, make her lob it over top, and then you can have your weak side help.
That's what we needed was the weak side help on that one. Devils in the half-court set. Elephants drives in. Longcore on the right wing now. Crossover, Giordano comes out on her. Ball hits the floor. Puckett hit the floor, now kicks it out. Giordano's going to go in. She got the ball up, but it was altered by Nicholson, and here Jada Brown gets the rebound, and the Devils are running. Nicholson, right wing, shot from out, no good. Weak side rebound, and Byquist got caught behind Puckett, so even though she came down with part of the ball, it will be a foul on Cameron Byquist, her first, and the Devils second. One foul on the other side for the Rams. 1:05 left in the quarter. Hamby's in, Longcore's out. So we got Nicholson and Brown on the low blocks now. Byquist comes up to the point of the 1-2-2 with Elifritz and Hamby at the high post.
I don't like the pace of this game for the Devils. I mean, you know, right now, college prep is at about an 80-point game.
And although we score more than them, they don't usually get it up like this.
No.
Looks like the Rams are going to try to wait for the last shot with 42 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Devils will match up a little bit. Totero gets it at the elbow. Nicholson's right there. And Nicholson blocks the shot. Oh, my goodness. Nicholson took her down behind the backboard, so she didn't have a shot anyway. Blocked it clearly, and we're going to shoot two. Nicholson, her first foul. Now, that's tough because the last game we had, they allowed him to actually play. We had shots like that, and it moved on as a block shot.
Well, you need to adjust, you know, to the refereeing. Every game's going to be different with three different referees. Like he used to always say, first team to adjust, 6-point advantage.
Yep. 1 out of 2 on the free throws. Ball was tipped out by Brown, and Hamby tracked it down. 6-point run has given a 4-point lead for the Rams, 19-15. 26 left in the quarter. Lobbed inside to Jada, but it was over her head, and we had a matchup with a sub in there. And a good chance to score. Nicholson in the backcourt putting some pressure on. Down to 14 to the left in the first quarter. Giordano sets it to the left side. Pileski, who just came into the game, the high post. Pileski just turns and goes, and nobody can stop her. Got to get in front of her.
That's Totoro.
Yep, Totoro can take that step too. And with an 8-point run to end the first quarter, the Devils find themselves down now 21-15. And we're back with second quarter action right here from Bloomington on mechasportsco.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Get a 6-pack.
Back here after one quarter, Wellman and Pettit at Bloomington High School. Devils opened up with a 3. We weren't sure if it was a 3. Then it came back. It was a 3. Devils led 7-3. DePaul went on a 7-point run to take a 10-7 lead. We knotted up at 10. It was knotted up at 13. Devils led 15-13 before the 8-point run closed out for the Rams, 21-15 after 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things to where we got to shore up the defensive end a little bit. You know, giving this team, 21 points in the first quarter, that's not going to be good. I mean, we're at 84-point pace.
And Totero, the key there is she turns right at the free throw lane and drives right to the hole. We've got a smaller gal on her. They've got to get between her and the basket. Common defensive positioning.
Yep.
Ball.
On-ball defense.
You got it. Rams will start off the second quarter. Ball goes into Lee. Lee's turning on Longcore. Got behind the baseline, behind the backboard. Goes over to Pileski on the left side. Here's Byquist with a steal. Cameron goes to the basket. Up and good. Our first score of the second quarter. Stopping that 8-point run. Cameron Byquist. Good defense on that. Good break. She used the wheels. Get the afterburners going. We'll check that lineup again here as we've got Byquist at the point of the 1-2-2. Now we're going a little man-to-man.
Yep.
Byquist, Longcore, Nicholson, Brown, and Hamby. 7:20 left, first half. Devils down 21-17. Giordano with the basketball to the right side. That's our sub there, Trotman's in again. Pulowski on the left. She drove left baseline, threw it out. Devils knock it out. And, of course, Lee and Totero, the other 2, to make 5 for the Rams.
Pileski's another one of those sophomores that's contributing on this team.
She cuts to the basket. Hamby doesn't get there, but then blocks the shot from behind. But, again, hustling is Troutman. She seems to be where the ball is when it hits the floor. Kind of our Cameron Byquist. Inside 7 minutes, right side Giordano. Up to Lee. Lee then goes through, looking for somebody. Brown's all over. And it went inside. Good defense, weak side rebound, Miley Loncourt. There's a trap coming. Almost getting pushed out of bounds. Let's go. If two girls are back, that means somebody's not in the front court. All right, there, Hamby hesitated and then took it to the hole, and the ball rolled off the front of the iron. Madeline hesitated. The defense left her, and she had a lane. Those are the key ones you got to get there.
Oh, yeah. Those bunnies you got to put in.
Especially when they were right there. Long three from the right side. Wow. Giordano hit the three, her third of the ball game, I believe. And that was colleged, maybe a little back to the pros. 24-17. Lead for the Rams. Nicholson drives in. Nicholson gets pounded. And anybody says that wasn't. But I'm going to tell you, Tetero's foul there, her first and the team's first, is pretty well making a point. You bring it in here, you're gonna go down.
It ain't going up.
Exactly. Nicholson to head to the line to shoot two. Chloe's first one goes in, uses a little bit of the backboard. That shooter's touch, front of the rim to the backboard and back in. Substitution. Pileski goes out of the game for the Rams. Nicholson hits the second free throw. She's got 7 in the ball game so far. Timeout, Coach Dance. Full timeout, so we'll take a quick break here. And we'll come back. Devils down 24-19. 6:06 left in the first half action. Blue Devils basketball from the girls' side right here, meccasportsco.com.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And back after the timeout there, Devils find themselves down 24-19. Down 21-15 at the quarter, and that was because of that 8-point run at the end of the first. 6:06 still left in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they've played very well here to start with. They've shot the ball well, especially from the three-point line. You know, we need to continue this, but we got to shore up the defense. You know, I don't know if we need to come out and go man or whatever the case might be. It looks like they're in man now.
Yep, Byquist is in the game along with Ella Fritz, Loncourt, Brown, and Nicholson going man-to-man against the Rams out of the timeout. Breaking to the basket. Luckily, Nicholson, who was beat to the basket, or lost, somebody lost their man. Puckett was there. Nicholson
Puckett
blocks
kind
it.
of lost the ball. You know, she kind of bobbled it there and gave Chloe a chance to get back and block that.
Out of bounds, straight line. Underneath the basket. Ball goes in to Tetero.
See, there we are, front in the post. That's what happens. They lob it up. You know, you get a fingertip on it, we get the steal.
Nicholson has the basketball in the front court for the Devils. Uses Brown, comes up, kicks it in the right corner. Byquist pulls up. No good on the three. Comes right back into Giordano's hands, and she'll bring it up. I'd like to get her. She got a lot of energy.
Oh.
Wow, they're going to do that to us.
That's a cheapo.
That is a very cheap one. A slight hand check at half court. Not even a hand check. Almost like, hey, I know where you're at. Her first foul now.
I mean,
foul.
With Chloe's length and, you know, Giordano, as quick as she is at 5'5", you know, she can give her 2-3 feet, you know, and still be able to challenge the shot and make it very hard for her.
5:20 left in the half there. That's 2 fouls now on Nicholson. 1 on each team in the second quarter. Good defense there from Loncourt on Tetero.
Chloe definitely doesn't. Oh, out of bounds.
And a great call there, Coach Pettit. It took a second. Byquist over on defense. Giordano stepped out of bounds. Blue Devil basketball.
Yeah, Chloe's got to stay in the game. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, she's got 2 fouls. She's a foul away from sitting for the next 5 minutes.
Nicholson, right side to Brown, who was cut, and it was behind her, but Jada tracked it down. She's got Lee now. Go ahead. There it is, the crossover. Kicks out to Ellifritz. Back to the top. That's Nicholson. Nicholson works against Troutman.
Good patience.
Loncourt pulls up, little 12-footer. Off the glass, off the board, no good. And watch Tetero. She's got her arms out, reaching and grabbing. She had kind of gotten Byquist or Ellifritz coming through the lane there on the rebound. Picks up the ball there. Wow, good defense from Loncourt. And now Totero's going to foul. Loncourt takes the ball away. First of all, you're a big girl, and you can handle the ball. Keep dribbling. But once Loncourt gets there to stop, Miley's right up in her grill.
Well, that's the way you're supposed to play defense when you're on man. You know, give them, arm length, but when they pick it up, dead, and don't let anybody else catch the ball.
And with 4:30 left in the half, Nicholson will take a break. Totero has 2 fouls and stays out there. Jada Brown from the top of the key. No good. Long rebound. Ellifritz gets it at the elbow. Takes it all the way. Mia Ellifritz, offensive rebound and the take and the basket.
Big basket there.
24-21. Devils are down by 3. Back on defense. Skips out to Puckett in the lime green fluorescent shoes. Oh, a travel right there with a skip out high. No good, but then Totero's wide open on the weak side rebound. She gets a second offensive rebound. Not a bad foul. Let's put her on the free throw line. Got to be able.
Well, Miley kind of blocked her out, maybe 4 feet from the basket, and, Totero's 6'2".
I couldn't hear. Did they call it on Miley or did they call it on Jada?
Miley, I believe.
And if that's true, I had Miley for 1. I thought I heard 2 there, but 2 team fouls. I definitely know that. And Totero misses 2 free throws. So when she's point blank, let's put her back to the 15-foot charity stripe. Devils in transition. Byquist stopped on the short corner. She was looking for Miley or Jada to be a cut. It wasn't there. That's why you keep your dribble back out. Luckily, when trying to go to Ellifritz on the opposite corner, tipped out by the Rams, it will be Blue Devils right in front of us here. Miley is right below us. Out to Jada. Back down to Miley. In the left corner for 3. No good. Rebounds up. Ellifritz was right there. Problem was it went right between Ellifritz and Brown to Puckett. Rams in transition. Lee starts to make a move. Jada Brown playing some awesome defense. The step back, the 23-footer, no good. Weak side rebound. And Hamby was trying to get under and screen out. Both were screening.
Well, she was kind of behind her. She should have been in front of her. She was behind her trying to push her underneath the basket, get the long rebound. Didn't happen.
Actually, when Troutman went up in the air, it looked like she was undercutting her, but it was just a screen that just went awry when she stepped up. Now, that's 3 missed free throws. So the Devils have 4 of them in there, 4 girls in. But the key is you got Giordano in, though. So watch her and also watch Troutman, because once that ball goes up and she misses, she's going to be in. Jada Brown gets the rebound. 4 missed free throws in a row by the Rams. Devils still down by 3 with 3:23 left in the first half. Loncourt working against Giordano, slapping her hand away. She gets a screen from Hamby. Hesitation, Ellifritz. Ellifritz gets hounded. Ellifritz got held onto, but gets it to Jada Brown. Jada took it and went off the front of the iron. How did they miss that?
That's another one of those bunnies. We got a couple of them so far.
Steal by Hamby in the backcourt. Now Loncourt's being hounded. And finally, Giordano is going to get called for 8-1. Good, she's hustler. I mean, tell you what, Ava is hustling. But down here when Ellifritz went through, she grabbed a hold of her right in the forearm. We only had the best view.
All's fair in love and basketball.
You got it. Loncourt goes out. Nicholson's back in with 2:58 left in the first half. Got to stay away from the 3rd foul.
Yes.
Troutman trying to guard Nicholson. Ellifritz at the top. Left side Byquist. There's Jada Brown. Jada strong to the hole with the left. Good. Nice pass by Ellifritz. She'll get the assist. Jada Brown with the cut gets the basket. Devils on a 6-point run. Are within 1, 24-23.
Great job defensively here for the first 5.5 minutes, second quarter, giving up 3 points.
Long shot from the left side. No good. Long rebound. Hamby comes in and gets it. Way to come to the rebound. Nicholson across the timeline. Crossover dribble. To the hole. All the way to the hole. Left hand. Good. Took it right to Lee after she beat her first player. Nicholson with a great move. Devils 8-point run. Take the lead. 25-24.
That's what you want to see Chloe do. Taking the ball hard to the hole.
Giordano on the right side. They're trying to get Lee inside. Ellifritz pops to the corner. Skipped over top. Now it's over for a shot uncontested from 3. No good. Pileski. Lee gets the strong rebound. Thank goodness Chloe kept it straight up.
Yeah.
Although Lee gets a basket, and I thought Chloe might get whistled for the N1, and a quick timeout by the Rams.
Well, I mean, her second foul was a touchy-touchy. That was a touchy-touchy too, but I guess underneath the basket and at half court's different.
After Lee made that basket, retook the lead. That broke the Devils' 8-point run. At the end of the first quarter, it was an 8-point run by the Rams. Of course, they had a 7-point run early in the quarter. But a good first half so far. Now you got a minute 49 left, Coach. Tupper Keys, obviously Nicholson can't have a third foul.
No, we got to keep her in the ball game. So, let's make sure that we're, fundamentally sound on the defensive end. Make sure when the shot goes up, we got to butt on somebody and get the rebound. And then, we don't have to run racehorse up and down. We're sitting there, even with these guys at halftime, we're in good shape.
And stick around at halftime. We'll have the 8 Open halftime show. Won't do a shoot around here because we're not at home. Full court pressure being applied in the backcourt. Troutman.
Oh.
But a good pass, not a good pass.
Oh, my God.
Into the half-court set, Ellifritz. Yeah, we went from one side of the court to the other. Nicholson with 135 is on the left side behind the arc. Troutman on her. Man-to-man from the Rams. Now Byquist will get it at the top of the key with Puckett on her. Ellifritz to the right side. The lob inside to Jada. Too hard, though. Jada's got her set up. That's Lee. And it was hard enough that Lee behind her could tip the ball away. Pileski bounces it inside. Oh, and I thought somebody was out of bounds. Hamby gets a hold of the ball. Puckett goes down. I could have swore Puckett did a out of bounds and back in. Of course, that was 84 feet plus. Puckett a foul. Team foul number 4.
Next foul, we'll be shooting 2.
Yep, 3 on the other side for the Blue Devils with 1:13 left in the half. Pileski goes out of the game. Checking into the game is number 3. That's Caitlin Reap, who guarded Jada at the end of the first quarter when we were trying to get the ball inside to her. Leah's guarding Brown. Hamby's got top of the key. Right side, Ellifritz. Here comes Brown, flashing over. Back to the top of the key, inside a minute left in the half. Right side, Ellifritz. Starts the drive through traffic. Oh, and then Troutman just timed the little scoop pass. Ellifritz was losing the handle, trying to scoop it out, and it's stolen by the Rams. Rams, a 3 bouncer to the right corner, and it bounced 3 times before it got to Puckett, but Puckett hits the 3-pointer. 29-25.
All right, let's get the last shot, cut this lead down.
Nicholson working at the top. Left side, Byquist. Nicholson cut. Byquist looked, so did Hamby. Out to Ellifritz. High post is Brown. Gets it to Brown. Jada works to the hole. Makes a cut. And is blocked two-handed by Lee. Problem was Jada brought it to Lee instead of to one side or the other. Down to 9 seconds left. Nicholson comes out with Byquist on Giordano. Giordano lost the handle and travels with 4.3 left. Longcourt up to the bench to go back in. Longcourt goes in. Ellifritz is out. 4.3 left. Reap goes in the backcourt to hound Nicholson. Nicholson gets it. Up to Longcourt. Longcourt starts the drive. Longcourt throws up one. No good. Jada was open at the top, and we probably should have got it. But the good news is we did not turn it over, and we go in the half only down 29-25. Good half, Coach. So far, I'll tell you what, playing this team that's of the caliber shows you that we can play, and we knew we could play with this team. What do you think in that first half so far?
Well, lots of ebbs and flows. We had, it's been a game of runs. Quincy High started out with the run. Then, College Prep came back, got ahead. Then we ran back up again, and they go ahead with a little, 6-point spurt here.
Little 5 points, yep. They ended up when the Devils were up 25-24. Got the last ones, and that was that 3-pointer that dribbled through the lane all the way over to the right corner, and the shot was made there. Hey, it's been an exciting first half. Stick around. We'll have the halftime show brought to you by 8 Open, and the second half action. And this will be as good as 2 games was yesterday, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely both teams are competing hard, and it's going to come down to who takes care of the basketball, rebounds, and makes some shots.
There it is. It's halftime. The Rams from DePaul College Prep 29. The Blue Devils from Quincy. That's Quincy High 25. And we're back with more on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at Kunis Hyundai
and Kunis Honda of Quincy. As we wrap up another wonderful year, we just wanted to say thank you
to our friends, customers, and neighbors across the Quincy community.
Your trust and support made 2025 an incredible year for our Kunis family.
From our family to yours.
We wish you peace, joy, and safe travels this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And we're back here, halftime, the 8 open halftime. Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, Quincy. Smash burgers, sandwiches, specialties. In fact, I can't even tell you everything here. Greg Green heard it the other day, and he said, listen, you're telling me how good it is, yet you haven't been there yet. And I said, that's right, I'm hearing from everybody else. So he said, well, I don't want to hear it until you go down there. Thank you, Greg, I appreciate that. First half, Devils had a 5-2 lead, led 7-3. A 7-point run by DePaul made it 10-7. Devils tied it at 10. It was tied at 13. Devils led 15-13 before the 8-point run in the first quarter. 21-15, DePaul after one. 24-17, DePaul had that lead in the second quarter, and the Devils went on their 8-point run, took the lead 25-24, but the last 5 points of the quarter went DePaul way, 29-25 at the half. But a pretty good half for the Devils.
Much better job defensively in the second quarter than the first quarter. Well, we give them 8 points, in the second quarter. If we keep that right around there, for the rest of the game, I think we'll be able to outscore them. But we can't let them have a 21-point, third quarter. That's not going to work. So.
I think the Devils had some good looks, too. We hit a few shots tonight. Nicholson hit a 3. Jada Brown hit a 3. Byquist hit a 3. But we've also had Byquist and Hamby in the corners. Madeline's doing a good job of going after the ball, getting some good rebounds. She did go 2 for 2. And again, tonight the Devils are 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Devils shooting really well for the season at the charity stripe. I believe when I glanced at it, just the 6 main players, 108 makes, and we missed 44. I'm sorry, that was all on the fly there. Did you catch it all?
No.
Did I say 106 makes for 144?
108 makes
in 144 attempts. That's unofficial, but that is better than 2 for 3, so that's got to be around 69% to 71.
Well, let me see if I can find my calculator.
This is my brain working fast here.
108 divided by
144?
144.
Actually, 152 is a total. No, 144 as a total.
75%.
All right, a little higher than I thought, but still not bad math, quick math. The estimation theory, as we always used. So 29-25, leading the way for the Devils right now. Nicholson has 9 points and 7 by Jada. We do have it spread out otherwise. You have Byquist with 5, Ellifritz with 2. So second half, we got to see Hamby and Loncourt picking up a little bit. Not to go out and force the issue, and I don't think any of our players do try to do that. I don't have enough points, or I need to score. You do what you do within the system.
Well, once again, get the ball into Jada. They'll start paying more attention to her. So when she gets double teamed, Jada's got to be able to find out where the double team came from, and then make the pass out. But we got to have proper floor spacing, And if you're out there and your guys going in or your gals going in there, to double team, have your butt down, ready to shoot.
Speaking of on the other side and shooting, DePaul, their scoring has come. They've got 5 threes. 3 of them comes from Ava Giordano, and the other 2 came to Puckett. They're out there. They're stepping out 2 or 3 feet beyond the arc as well, so they're in that college ranks. We talk about that. If you're going to guard somebody, you got to have a hand up. If your hands are up, that creates, size. I mean, you get larger, and so if you, kind of like they used to say about a bear, if a bear attacks you, get big. I run away on that one, I'm sorry. But get big, get your hand out, and it's at least the contesting the potential shot.
Well, I mean, Giordano's a good shooter. We know that. So
yes.
Wherever she's at, you cannot lose touch, with her. Same way, the Puckett, doesn't Puckett have a couple of
Puckett
threes?
hit 2 threes as well.
I mean, you got to find those 2, and make sure you're staying with them, and, to where, gosh, everybody else should be, in the lane, halfway there, but, you're guarding one of those shooters, you can't leave the shooter.
The other thing is looking at the free throws on the side for the Rams, and this might not be their season. It's 2 for 8. You would think then I would rather foul them than give them a chance to get open for a 3 or push it, especially when it went inside to Taro, was point blank. That was a good foul. She missed 2 shots.
Yep.
Troutman later, foul, missed 2 shots. So that was key. The Devils got 2 rebounds on that as well. Speaking of the Raiders trying to sneak in there, they're going to be going on at 8:30 at Normal West, and Greg Altman's in the squad looking pretty good there. We're hoping to catch the second half of that, and it won't be broadcast. It will just be Coach Pett and I checking it out here. It's halftime here at Bloomington High School. It's the quarterfinal, and it's a good one here. You got the Rams 13-0, the Blue Devils 8-4, and the Devils down by 4.5. We're back with second half action. It's the Blue Devils and the Rams from the girls' side right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen some...
Mecca Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's player of the game. Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecca Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at meccasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
Back in Bloomington as we wrap up the 8 Open halftime show. The Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, and by the way, cross the street, Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. The chef-driven craft pizzas and wings. Open flame, high heat. You can catch them Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 9. Saturdays from noon to 9. So now you're going to have to wait until next Thursday. But stop down and see them and ask for the Lucky Luciano favorite pie. See if it still is a favorite pie of theirs. Here we are, second half action ready to begin. Devils find themselves down 29-25 to a very good team, which shows you the Devils are a very good team as well.
Yeah, but we got, like I said, we got to play 32. You know what I mean? We've played 16 so far, and hung with this very, very good ball club.
Who said that? I actually improved my golf game by quitting after the 14th hole.
Well,
My score looks so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Devils to start the second half. Nicholson, Longcore to throw it in. High post will be Brown. Hamby and Byquist on the left side.
We're going to have to come out good here the first 3 minutes.
Nicholson comes around, pulls
right
up, 14-footer, no good. But a good looking on the floater. Other side, Troutman got the rebound. Giordano still out there, as well as Tatero.
Jada's got to roll to the hole on that so she can get the rebound. She kind of stood out there.
Lee and Puckett, the other 4 and 5 on the Rams starting for the second half. Puckett on the left side, cutting down the lane. Troutman was in traffic. Troutman got in traffic and somehow got to the basket. That's what impressed me there, Coach, because I thought for sure we sealed her under the basket. Third quarter action. Actually changed that there for once. Devils back in the offensive set. Top of the key, Hamby skips the 3. Longcore from 22 feet. It goes to the strong side, but it goes over the heads of Brown and Nicholson in the hands of Troutman. In the half-court set from 23 feet off the right side, Giordano misses. Brown with a good rebound. Could have been Tatero with a foul, had her arm caught, but a good job of the officials letting it go. And the Devils try to squeeze one in there to Byquist on the pass, out of bounds, and so.
Even if she'd have caught that, she wasn't at a good angle going to the basket.
There was nothing there, right. If anything, she was going to go out of bounds, or she was going to have to dribble out to the other side. 31-25, the Rams of DePaul College Prep with the lead. Devils come back in their defense, 1-2-2. Nicholson at the point. Hamby and Byquist high post, low post, Longcourt and Brown. Lee, turnaround shot, and a nice hook. Longcourt came over from the weak side. The problem is it was Brown in front, and Longcourt had to play against Lee. Good job of not fouling, but that's point blank there for Lee. Lee now in the ball game has 8 points. Baseline shot, short corner. Nicholson's ball comes in and out. Troutman gets the rebound. Hits the floor too. Giordano, doesn't matter. She comes down in the left side, transition, and a travel. Puckett saw the lane. She went left, she went right. It looked like a great running back, and then realized I'm supposed to put the ball down along the way. Not making fun of it. It was a good little, sweet little running back move. By the way, the Bears are on prime time tomorrow night on Sunday, I think. 6 minutes left.
Sunday Night Football.
Thank you, Coach. 6 minutes left, third quarter action. You can't throw the ball there, but Byquist tracks it down. Byquist was trying to run a screen and roll. She didn't get it up over the head of Lee, but it went right back into Byquist's hands, and Cameron went all the way to the basket to score. Nice job there on that one, recovering from a bad pass. Devils matched up. Lee's down there with Longcourt. Longcourt slaps it away that time when Lee brought it down. Miley in transition across the timeline. Miley waited too long, and Tara was over there waiting for that. Luckily, it was too close to the sideline. She ducked out of bounds. Devils basketball. Longcourt goes to Nicholson way close to the midline. Back to Longcourt on the left side. Gets a screen from Hamby. Jada Brown to the right side to Nicholson. Brown goes over to screen. Nicholson goes all the way in. Nicholson goes up and under. Luckily, she got hit in the head.
Good take.
She didn't have enough strength to get it up after she made the move, but Chloe's going to the line to shoot two, and the reason she probably didn't have the strength is she got whapped in the head. I think that's Lee, and that's her first foul, I believe.
The physicality of this game is almost like a sectional final game, with everybody getting after it, and being very physical.
All the Devils fall back as Nicholson's on the line to shoot two. Chloe makes the first one. We'll have one more. Second one uses a lot of the rim, but it still goes in. Counts the same way. 2 free throws in a row. Nicholson on the night's 4 for 4.
Here we are 3 minutes into the thing, and we're still down by 4, so we're playing them even. You just didn't want to see them come out with a 10-0 run.
5 minutes left in the third quarter. Devils down 34-29. Troutman on the right side tries a crossover. Comes back to Totero. Puckett on the left. Puckett drives. Shoots. No good. Nicholson reached out. Nicholson had a tip. You were hoping to touch Puckett, but Puckett's a little shorter, so Nicholson, last touched by her. Out of bounds right below us on the baseline. Giordano, good job of Byquist cutting through there to get to the corner. There's a trap in the corner by Nicholson and Hamby. Stepping through it was Puckett. They called on Nicholson, so it's her third foul. Hoping that was on Hamby. Sorry there, Madeline. 1 in the quarter. Out of bounds play. Troutman, she overshoots the three-pointer, and Byquist is there for the rebound. Inside, 5 minutes left, third quarter action. Devils in the run. Bounce it in the short corner. Turnaround. Jada Brown. Sweet turnaround face-up shot. No good. Byquist on the weak side got the rebound, but momentum took her out of bounds. That was a nice face-up.
I like when, you face up like that. That was almost like a Sigma move right there.
I was thinking while we're
Jab
here.
Step, give yourself some room, and then hit that little 15-footer.
Now she comes out then, and a crossover dribble takes her to the hole. Down the block. And a great job by Hamby. Should be a jump ball. Yes. Totero was there behind her was Jada Brown. We had help from a side, and Hamby came in and grabbed a hold. Jump ball. Hamby will go out. Alternate possession goes back to the Rams, right below us on the baseline. Reaps in the ball game. She throws it in. Totero being hounded by Longcourt. Gets around Longcourt, and Jada Brown's there. And Totero stepped out of bounds and then ran into Jada. They're going to give Jada the foul, though. I've only got her for 1. 2 team fouls. 1 on the other side for the Rams in the third quarter. Everybody's at the right elbow. The ball's down here on the opposite, out of bounds. Lee's looking for the ball, gets the lob in. Skips it over right side, then she cuts to the side, looking for the pass. Lee turns, steps through. Good block, Longcore. Longcore was helping Brown as she slid down from the high post. Ball out of bounds. It will be one more time on the baseline right below us. Reap to take it out. We've got a straight box or a straight line there in front. Lee's trying to get the lob into her. Lee steps out to the corner. Brown's on her. Giordano comes to get the ball. Lee got the ball, did a step through. Good help on the opposite side. Longcore got away with a foul. Reap then got the rebound. Longcore ripped it from her and out of bounds. So here, let's go for the fourth time for the Rams under the basket as I'm standing looking over the railing.
Let's finish off this defensive possession.
Giordano in the corner. Starts to make a drive. Longcore, actually Elliferts is in, stopped her. And there's Longcore again hounding Lee. Knocked it away from her again. Puckett now in the right block. Byquist has her. And a quick timeout. Corey Morgan, the coach of the Rams, realized the defense intensity was there and wasn't getting help from her player on the right side. And I think he was asking for Totero to get over there and help out. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 3:42 left in the third. Tomorrow, of course, we'll drive down to Collinsville in the auxiliary gym. Coach Pettit and I have never been there before. And so it's going to be
I've been there, but it's been several years.
Yeah, I have never been there, and we'll have a chance to be there tomorrow. Devils play at 1 o'clock. I believe Belleville-Altoff, right? Collinsville did win that one, so we get the loser.
I still don't have an update on that one.
Halftime was pretty bad, though, wasn't it?
37-15
Okay.
half.
I don't think Collinsville's going to get – and really, Collinsville wanted to see the Blue Devils, and we wanted to see Collinsville. Devils had an early lead in that ball game. And we'll be down there for that game at 1 o'clock.
Final 63-34, Collinsville over Altoff Catholic.
So we will have Altoff Catholic tomorrow without the Oregon running back.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good out there.
Indeed. Longcore takes on Totero. Totero tries reverse layup, and Totero got the reverse layup. She's so long that once she gets under the basket, she can reach around to the other side and take it in. 35-29, Devils down by 6 in the half-court set. Nicholson with Elliferts and Longcore on the left side. High post, Brown gets the ball. She faces up Lee. Skips it out to Byquist. Byquist. And that was just bad luck. Totero was up in the air. Byquist was actually down going, please don't fall on me. And Totero fell on her. And for Totero, it should be her third foul. That'll put her on the bench, which is nice because she's lanky and can move. 3:14 left in third quarter.
Well, and then you bring in Troutman, which she's one of those
aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Her and Giordano all over the place. Longcore behind the screen from the right side. Good. Nice setup on the play. Longcore with her first basket. ML the second, and it's 35-32. And of course that three brought to you by Woodmart Billing Center. WoodmartBillingCenter.com. Reap from the right corner, no good, but Reap tracks down her own long rebound. Reset here. Devils down by 3. In that 1-2-2 with Nicholson at the point. Elliferts and Byquist high post. Longcore and Brown low post. Left side Giordano. Skips it over right side to Troutman. Nicholson will slide up. Troutman trying to go inside, and Longcore's trying to push Lee out of there. And
I like the adjustment that Coach Dance has done with this 1-2-2, flattening it out with Chloe down at the free throw line.
Lee went hard to the basket. Lee, there was no charge or nothing. That shouldn't have been. And Lee was trying to get the ball, and everybody was knocking everybody down. And the Devils got it. And Lee was so frustrated when she got down on the backside on defense. I don't know who she bumped. She pushed him pretty hard, 30 feet from the basket. And for Lee now, her second foul, third team foul. Devils will have it on the right side. Longcore almost goes back. Watch the line there. Right side, Nicholson. Now you just dropped it for a dribble. Wow, that was double dribble. Nicholson at the top of the key through the legs. Trying to work against Troutman. To Elliferts at the point. Goes all the way around to Byquist in the corner.
Boy, Lee and Jada are banging underneath the basket.
Exactly. Get it into her. Jada gets it. Jada goes strong. Jada's fouled. And Lee's turning saying, oh my God. But it was she pounded her. I love the bouncing inside.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to call foul on either girl posting up. It's awesome. but she just raped both of her arms on that.
Well, I mean, when you're underneath the basket, you got to put your hands straight up like this. You can't lean them down like that. You're going to get a foul every time.
And she did play some hard D.
Yep.
College game, probably in a call.
I don't know. I think she would have had a call because, the hands weren't straight up.
I was stretching,
You know
Coach.
what I mean? They were leaning over. It's like, can't do that.
We don't need a crowd up here.
And Jada Brown makes the first one. And Jada makes 2 in a row. It's a 1-point game. Devils are down by 1.
35-34, 1:50 to go here in the third.
Giordano's out at the point across the line, right side to Troutman. Starts to make a drive. Boy, and Longcore could have sealed that, but she was late. Brown would have been late there for the charge, too, so the foul was going to happen either on Longcore or on the drive.
The on-ball defense, we were shading them or letting her go that way. You got to square them up and keep them in front of you.
But it was a continuation. Well, I thought it was on the drive, didn't you?
Yep.
I mean, it was definitely on the drive. So we have a little continuation in the game here. Troutman makes the first free throw.
How many fouls has Lee got? 2?
3.
3.
All of this half. Troutman makes both free throws. Nice shots there. 37-34. Devils down by 3. Full court pressure a little bit. Devils beat it. Byquist passed up the 3. Came to Brown. Drives to the hole.
No foul.
Shot from behind was blocked by Pileski. No, if
I
it doesn't
thought that was a foul.
Either way, Devils get it with 1:30 left in the third, down 37-34. Longcore to trigger it. Nicholson and Brown right there to try to work. Skips all the way back out to the top. Right side, Nicholson. Nicholson being guarded there by Pileski. Man-to-man coming from the Rams. Takes Pileski to the hole. Pulls up for the short one. Didn't get it off the glass. Troutman on the weak side was over there, but so was Longcore. Jump ball.
Molly dug that one out.
So with 1:19 left, Devils will get it back under the basket. Try to run it again. Straight line across. We throw it out to Jada at the top. To Mia. Cutting Jada. Into the right corner, Byquist. Pulls for 3. Good! Jada gets the assist. Byquist hits the 3. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. And we are tied 37-37.
Minute to go here in the third.
Troutman from 22 feet. Rattles in and rattles out. Thought it was good. Nicholson gets the rebound. Mia Elifritz back to Nicholson.
Slow it down.
Longcore fires from 21. Good! Longcore from the top hits the 3 after a 2-pass in the transition.
Good ball movement. Took it down the court, then swung it back out. Defense didn't have time to react.
Brought to you by Kevin Vandeman and his crew at Woodmark Building Center. Inside Lee getting double teamed. Back to Reap in the corner. She airballs it. Over the basket. Devils with a 3-point lead inside 30 seconds in the third quarter. Take your time for the last shot. Elifritz gets it, kicks it back out to Longcore. Giordano's over there. To Nicholson on the right side, 30 feet from the basket. Longcore at the point, left side Byquist, goes into Brown. Jada starts to make a move, kicks out. Elifritz comes around the left with 6 seconds. Back to Byquist, down to 4. Comes around a screen. Byquist goes all the way to the basket. Oh, she made a cut to the basket, got it up on the board, and it went over. But that's 3 quarters in the books, folks. And hey, baby, it's the fourth quarter. Blue Devils 40, Rams 37, and we're back with the fourth quarter right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at Kunis Hyundai
and Kunis Honda of Quincy. As we wrap up another wonderful year, we just wanted to say thank you
to our friends, customers, and neighbors across the Quincy community.
Your trust and support made 2025 an incredible year for our Kunis family.
From our family to yours.
We wish you peace, joy, and safe travels this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Wellman and Pettit back here in Bloomington. Exciting ball game. Devils found themselves down after 21-15. At the half, 29-25. Third quarter took the lead after being down 37-34 with 2 straight 3-pointers. Find themselves up by 3 going into the fourth stanza. And hey, baby.
Well, once again, I said, if we can hold them to 8 points per quarter, that's our second 8-point quarter that we've held them to. You know what I mean? So the defense has been stellar, especially second and third quarter. We got 8 more minutes of, Blue Devil basketball to play, and we should come out with a W.
Chloe's got 3 fouls, and on the other side, Lee and Totero have 3 fouls. Rams get the ball to start off in the high post to Totero. We're running the 1-2-2 with Nicholson at the point. Longcore and Byquist high. Low is now Elfritz and Brown. Puckett has the ball on the left side. With her on this side is Troutman. In the corner is Totero, Giordano, and Lee. That's your Rams. And a steal by Byquist. Tried to go in the high post to Totero. Byquist gets the steal. Devils have the basketball. Cross the timeline. Crossover using Jada Brown. Pulls up from 16. Longcore no good. Good look coming off the screen and the shot with a pull-up. If defense would have come, she had Byquist in the corner for the 3. That's actually a travel right there, that extra step. Totero. Back to Giordano setting the offense. Totero will stay in the high post. Lee in the low post. Puckett on the left. Troutman on the right. Troutman's in front of the bench, has the ball. Byquist on her. I love the way Nicholson sinks. Ball's gone down a high lob, and coming in from the baseline, in the short corner, it was Jada Brown, knocked it out of bounds. They were doing the lob to Troutman. Check that. Totero. And she's got 3. Set up for a charge. Out of bounds. Nobody was ready, or at least the Blue Devils weren't ready. And
Giordano was ready.
You got it. She set up for her 4th 3 of the game and ties the game at 40. Devils in the half-court set inside. 7 minutes left. Brown coming out. Nicholson sets a screen. Brown sets a screen for Nicholson. Excuse me. Top of the key. Longcore looked at it from 28 feet. Screen and roll. Just off of Jada's hands, but she saved it and got it to Longcore. Now, if there was a shot clock, we'd have been worried.
Patience here. Get a good shot.
Byquist in the corner. We'll reset the offense to the top. To the right side of Nicholson. Man-to-man coming from the Rams. Double team. Totero's trying to guard Brown now. Go down low. Left side, 22-footer. No good. Long rebound. Elfritz was there, but had it knocked away. Ball's on the floor. Looked like a jump ball right in front of Coach Dance, but we had a reach. Longcore gets called, and I believe they just said 4th.
Yeah, that's what they said.
So she's out. Madeline Hamby's in with 6:07 left. Miley's hit 2 threes in that third quarter along with Byquist. Devils went 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. So 40-40.
6 minutes to go.
Yep. Devils back in the defensive set. Lee's in the high post for the Rams. They're looking to try to get it in. They work the right side. Giordano falls a long 3. Totero. And Totero was behind Hamby, but Hamzy keeps scooting underneath her a little bit. So Madeline's going to get called for the foul. I'm going to tell you what, Larry Moore used to do that, and he'd take it all the way to the concession stand with you. Second foul on the Devils in the fourth quarter. 5:50 left. Inbounded underneath. Totero has to kick it back out. Nicholson's on her. Nicholson knocks it away. Totero this time loses it again. Totero almost her 4th foul. Oh, and then almost
again. That should have been 4th.
They let her get away with it in the backcourt, slapping at Brown. Nicholson crossover. Left side from behind the arc. No good. Long rebound. Giordano for the Rams gets it. Hamby's trying to come down with Lee, and Lee's pushing everybody. Got to get weak side help out here with Lee. 5 on the perimeter. Totero now goes in the high post.
Once again, the physicality of this game is like a sectional final.
And Giordano in the right corner hits another 3. It barely scooted in, but we weren't covering her up.
You got to find her.
And Coach Dance wants to talk about it with 5:07 left. Devils have lost their 3-point lead. Actually, it was a 3-point lead. It is now 43-40 Rams, and we're back with more on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Well, if we win, it's going to be a close
There you are,
one.
back to Bloomington as we're watching all the rest of the people up here, and we got back on the air. 5:07 left in this one. And, of course, our mobile Mecca Mobile Studio brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Quincy and Jacksonville.
You know, a couple of bad possessions offensively and defensively. You got to find Giordano wherever she's at, and you got to be in her hip pocket. You know,
the other part is we got Totero and Lee frustrated. They both have 3 fouls.
Yep.
They're getting frustrated inside a little bit. We just got to make sure Nicholson or Brown are somewhere to help, because if they post up our guards, it's a tough situation.
Yep.
Devils will have the basketball down by 3 and a little pressure in the backcourt. Nicholson has Troutman on her. Puckett comes up to help. In the middle of the court to Brown, left side, Ellifrit steps inside the three-point line. Good. But she had to step inside because the ball was passed there.
Well, you know, in rhythm, you know, step in, hit it, and go from there.
Nice job by Mia to start off the fourth quarter. Actually, not the midway through the fourth quarter, out of the timeout. Rams have the ball. Left side, that's Puckett. Byquist all over. Through the legs, lost the ball, goes back to half court. Good job by Byquist, almost bumped her out of bounds. Totero now, left corner, Brown's got her. 4 passes, gets Giordano in the right corner. Good cover up by Ellifritz. Comes over to Totero. Good crossover, but right in front of Byquist. She slapped the ball away, but it went out of bounds. But good hands there and help by Cameron Byquist. 43-42, Rams with the lead with the ball. Where's everybody at here? All the Devils ran off the court. I don't know if one of our players went flying off and all the way out into the hallway. There's doors down there. Everybody went and checked on her. 4:22 left. All of a sudden I looked down and nobody was on the baseline from our team. Sent it into Lee. Lee trying to go against Brown. Steps in, isn't there. Steps around, not there. Short hook, was a good short hook. Totero was there for the rebound. Pushing and shoving. Oh, great block shot by Nicholson, but right in front where Troutman was at. Great defensive stand there by the Devils, but the ball went right in the hands of Troutman.
Oh. Not a good pass.
Brown did such a good job of working on all 3 moves of Lee. She did get out a short hook. And then Totero, I mean, she's a terror on the rebound, swinging the long arms, just reaching and grabbing everything. Jada Brown gets the ball with 4 minutes left in the game. She's at the top on Lee. She's working on a move. No, it's back to Nicholson. Jada will set a screen for Chloe. Right side, Ellifritz starts to drive. Ellifritz all the way to the hole. Good. Mia comes in with a little runner from about 8 foot.
2 big baskets for Ellifritz in the last 2 minutes.
Mia's not afraid of it. Now you come to get her. She's got the big girls inside. Giordano with the basketball will go right side to Puckett. 28 feet from the basket. Hamby steps away.
Whoa.
All the way into the left corner where Giordano was close to the sideline. Back out to Puckett. Looking into Lee, it's not there. Giordano is there from 25. No good. Oh, and there's got to be a foul there. Totero was all over the back of Nicholson. Nicholson's hurt, but Jada Brown gets the rebound. I think a timeout's good. Byquist with it. Oh, Byquist with a crossover dribble, and she took Lee to the basket, and the Devils have regained the lead, 46-45. I saw Chloe down there holding her shoulder. Thought we might get a timeout. Coach plays through it. Devils back on defense inside 3 minutes. Totero at the high post. Puckett from the right side. No good on the 3. Good job of Byquist getting the rebound from the weak side. Jada Brown across the timeline. Jada in the corner. Hamby skips, kicks it back out. Jada for 3. No good. High rebound. Byquist gets the rebound. Byquist gets the putback. Cameron Byquist stepped in, got the ball. 6 points in a row. Devils lead by 3.
Has anybody scored a set? Byquist and Ellifritz in this quarter?
Sure, it seems that way. And Hamby with a steal on a cross-court pass.
Slow it down. Clock's our friend.
2:15 left. Devils by 3, 48-45 with the ball.
Oh, hold on.
And we don't know how many timeouts we've got. Giordano's out there on the perimeter. Byquist now to Nicholson on the left. Nicholson all the way to the hole. Finger roll, no good. Lee gets the rebound on the weak side. Boy, that would have been a good basket to get. Giordano comes down left side.
That's all right. I
Puckett
like her
in the
going
corner.
To the basket.
Puckett goes to the basket. Puckett misses. Rebound Lee. Lee kicks it back out to Giordano, but quickly Byquist is there. Tips the ball in the back court and then goes to get her and knocks her back, but also catches maybe an elbow in the face.
I think she threw the ball in her face.
Oh. And Puckett, a nice job. She stepped down and said, "Are you all right?" Basically, Puckett was either going to go over and back, or had to throw the ball, and Cameron was playing such tenacious D, it just popped her in the head. 1:43 left. Devils lead 48-45.
So nobody scored except for
Byquist and Ellifritz.
Yep.
2 baskets apiece.
I tell you what, this is, like I say, sectional final intensity level.
How about
how
about semifinal state? How about that
well,
one?
and the farther you go, in the state tournament, the less fouls they're going to call. And it gets more physical. So
we got a little break here. We'll talk at 8 Open, our 2 restaurants downtown. 601 Main, a Southern Kitchen. Hours Thursday and Friday, 11 to 8. Saturday, noon to 9. Closed Sunday through Wednesday. And across the street, the sister or the brother's company, I don't know how you want to do that, restaurant, Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. Chef-driven craft pizzas and wings. Open flame, high heat oven. Interesting pizzas. You're hungry right now, I know it. You're going to have to wait until Thursday or Friday from 4 to 9 or Saturdays, noon to 9. That's Atlas Slice. And, of course, 8 Open, 2 of the great businesses in the Promenade. Tomato again for the 3rd or 4th time. Byquist comes up. Coach Katie's there, and she probably said, how many fingers are I holding up? And she had her hand closed in a fist. There was a little laugh there, and I'm sure Cameron's got a great sense of humor. She's really opened up after her sophomore year. So with that, Byquist is going to go over, maybe check what if she's got a Rawlings. What is the basketball these days we're using?
I have no
whatever
idea.
It is, it might be printed across their forehead.
The Wilson Evo.
Okay.
I believe.
Is that like
short for evolution?
Are we not men? DEVO?
EVO. Don't ask me.
Did you ever get to see them?
Well, I saw those balls last year. I didn't like them.
There we are. 1:43 left. 48-45. Devils with a lead because of a 6-point run when they were down 3. We led by 3 at the end of 3, 40-37. It's been back and forth. You expect that. And now 1:43 left, Coach.
You don't need to shoot the ball. Let's spread the floor. Let them come out, double team, make your extra pass. You shoot layups and free throws the last 1:43.
Rams basketball. Giordano in the backcourt will bring it up. Troutman is on the left side.
You got to find her.
Tatero's on the baseline flashing high. Lee pops out to the corner, but she'll go back down to the block when Puckett gets it on the right side.
Good job by Molly. Yeah, right there. There you are.
1:30. Our perimeter up there, Ellifritz along with Hamby and Blancourt. Down low is Brown and Nicholson, so we got the height on that low block. Tatero. Good ball movement, but good job by the Devils. Squeaky feet. Hamby.
They're staying matched up in that flat 3-2.
Until the Puckett gets hold of a 3. But Jada Brown reaches out with the right paw and draws in the rebound. Blancourt pushes away Tatero.
Take your time.
Little help in the backcourt because he's counting fast. Jada Brown gets it in the front court to Nicholson. 1 minute left. Left side, Longcore.
Spread it.
5.
Quick pass.
Dance is calling 5. Got a double team and a foul to Taro and Puckett right in front of the Devils bench.
That's their first foul, though, so we're good here. We're good. We just play, quick pass, keep it going back and forth. They've got 4 more fouls before we're shooting 2.
And to Taro, that's her 4th foul, so she goes out of the ball game now. They put some guards in there to hound. Reap comes back in.
Get away.
There you are. Jada Brown got out of the trap to Nicholson. Move the ball.
Pass it back out.
Hamby to
Go
Ellifritz.
get it. Go get it.
Back out to Nicholson,
Keep
44.
moving it. There we go.
5 on the perimeter.
Quick pass.
Hamby
passes
it up. We're in the corner.
Pass it out.
Long court to Brown.
We go.
Brown gets fouled out here by Reap.
We don't have to score anymore, folks. Just keep it out and play pitch and catch. Quick pass.
It is the 2nd foul. Tatero will come back in. Reap will go out, mainly because Reap was in there to foul. 36.1. Each team has 2 fouls.
Get the ball in and be strong with the ball.
Miley's going to inbound it right in front of Coach Dance at the scoring table. Jada Brown gets it. Gets bumped by Lee a couple times and gets reached over. And again, she was playing good D. She's got Jada 44 feet from the basket. Well, let's see. What is half of 84? And she leans into her.
Yep. Well, you got to pressure the ball. They've got to get the ball back. So
that's
what
foul.
You got to do. Well, and you got 2 more fouls before we're even shooting. Get it out of there.
Nicholson gets it. Gets hounded from behind. There was a triple team coming, and Giordano was one of them. And you got to protect that ball because that guard has great hands.
Yeah,
team foul number 4.
You got to be stronger with the ball.
Ellifritz is in. Hamby's out.
Well, we caught the ball down in the corner, so double team right there.
And Byquist is back in the game, by the way, as well. We got a screen. Brown gets it. Over
pass
to
it, pass it.
Giordano immediately fouls. For her, I've got her for 3 fouls, but more importantly, 5 fouls now. And we're going to shoot 2 with 27.5. And Byquist heads to the line to shoot.
Big free throws. You know, I mean, we got to make at least one of these to make it a 2-possession game.
All the Devils are over talking to Coach Dance.
Oh.
First one looked good, hit the front of the iron. It didn't go over like they normally do. Still one more. Devils are back on defense. As you mentioned, so key to get the second one. Quiet in the gym as well. Oh, and the second one goes off the front. Get back on D. Giordano comes across the timeline now. They're setting up probably for at least a 3, trying. I don't know why they don't go for a 2. On the perimeter, inside 17 seconds. Driving to the basket, block shot. Inside, blocked again by Nicholson. Lee gets it, and Lee puts up the left from the weak side. Great job there. 2 block shots by Nicholson from behind. The Rams get it, put it up, call a timeout after making it. 9.8 seconds left. Devils still up 48-47, so we didn't give up the 3. Oh, and Byquist shots, both of them look good. You know, it's about like seeing Longcourt at the end of that one game going 6 out of 6, and 3 of them, actually 8 out of 8 in that last quarter.
Yep.
3 of them with no time on the clock. So, Coach, here you are with Coach Dance. You're in the huddle. You're up by 1, 9.8. Do you send it right in up the corners, or are you going to get trapped there, or do you try to get it a little farther up initially?
Well, you know, in this kind of circumstance, the way I always did it, you know, is I would line them all up right here on the line across the free throw line. You know, if you taking it out on this end, you know, and you run some sort of action and screens off of that. You know,
watching the charge.
Get a long pass down. You know, get it to Chloe. You know, down there, and then have her dribble it out down there. You know, hopefully you're sitting there with about 2-3 seconds left.
And possibly shooting, but definitely watch the charge, making a cut to the basket to get the ball. Jada Brown's going to trigger it. Longcourt sets the screen, then rolls. Longcourt gets it, gets hounded by Troutman immediately. So that means dead ball. We walk down Aerosmith way and walk this way. We're going to walk that way, though. That'll be the sequel.
Now we got ice at the line.
Troutman, that was her foul, and I only had her for 1. I'm sure she's got more than that because she's a heck of a tenacious defender.
Now, see, I would move our defense up a little bit, see if you can get like a long pass somewhere.
Yes, because
you know what I mean? Or slow them down up there. Don't let them get ahead of steam coming down, you know, to make a pass.
Ellifers is in for Hamby. Longcourt's first one rolled off to the left, so we're still only up by 1. Second one, good. So Longcourt does hit the second one.
Come up.
We're up by 2. Devils by 2. Back on defense. Shot. Puckett from the right side for 3. Good. They set up a 3, and we don't cover the 3. And we die with Puckett hitting a 3 from the right side after the Devils missed 3 out of 4 free throws. We covered the inside, and it got to the weak side to Puckett. The one thing you didn't want to see.
Well, and that's the one thing with the defense. If we'd have moved it up a little bit quick, a little bit faster, like the half court, slow them down up there. We let them drive all the way down to the top of the key, then make a pass for the shot.
Again, that would have been a great, as you said, Coach, slowing it down. Now, again, if they beat the pressure, they might get a layup. But I think you still keep it in front of you.
Layup had been fine. We'd be playing overtime now.
Right. Instead, we give up the 3 on their left side. Our girls are demoralized, and they should. I mean, I understand that. They just played 32 minutes, a great ball with an undefeated team. Should have marked their first loss and move on to the championship side into the semifinals. And I know Coach it's going to be a disappointing one for him up here. But, boy, I'll tell you what, this just showed right now where the Quincy High Blue Devil girls are in relation to the rest of the state. And I think this, for those out there looking, this is a ranked team that it took them a last-second shot to sneak by us.
Yep. I mean, you know, heck of an effort tonight. You know, the defensive end, and, you know, for the most part, we executed on the offensive end. So we're getting better. Let's put it like this. This might have been the best game we played all year.
And it should have been a W. I hate to say that. You know, again, free throw here, free throw there, and coming down here to give up the three. Hey, stay up positive. It was a lot of fun here. It wore us out, and it wore everybody else out emotionally and physically here. So we'll have the next game time in the post-game show, of course, brought to you by Hardee's. But that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We got the Hardee's post-game brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. We'll also talk to Coach. Coach's comments brought to you by the QHS Auto Group. But the final here at Bloomington High School in the State Farm Classic, it was a classic, as DePaul College Prep with a last-second three-pointer beats the Blue Devils 50-49 in a thriller. I can't even rhyme that because I think of Manila, and I have nothing to do with that. So anyway, stick around. It's been Blue Devil basketball right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit mechasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get us biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Where's it at?
And welcome back. It's the Hardee's post-game show. Exciting game here at Bloomington High School, and it went down to the wire as, wow, Coach Dance is already here, and I wasn't even plugged in there, as I'm sure he didn't want to have a chance to talk to the team right away, because what do you say? Coach Dance joins us here, and, of course, his comments are brought by the QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. And, well, I imagine a quick one in the locker room, let the girls have it, because they played an awesome game here, and it's horrible to come down to a last-second shot for 3, as we all looked at it and said, oh, my.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, it's a rough way to lose a game, great way to win a game. I preach all the time about every possession matters. In the fourth quarter, about the first 5 possessions, we didn't have great looks, and you're up 3 there. We're down 4 at half. We go up 3 after 3, and then then they take a lead and stuff like that because we didn't have great possessions. So that matters. Obviously, it's magnified at the end. I feel bad for those 2. They played their tails off, and it was a really good high school basketball game.
In the third quarter, Elefritz and Byquist were the key scorers. Mia had 2 of the greatest moves at a key time we needed. And, of course, Brown and Nicholson went 4 for 4 from the line. And then you end the third quarter, and like we said, up 40-37. Still, we get the ball down towards the end. And, we talk about free throws. I loved having Elefritz there for 2. I loved Longco for 2. You make 1 or 2, if, ands, or buts, you're in a good spot. I thought we did a great job of sealing Lee and Totero and everybody inside. Giordano, especially, when she hit a couple threes, we still shut her down, and it comes to Puckett on the weak side at the buzzer.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team, and, they're 13-14-0 for a reason. I didn't feel coming into this tournament we were a 7 seed and, had to play a 2 seed the second round, but that's the way it goes. So, I mean, we battled, and, we gave ourselves opportunities.
We wondered what we were set because we looked at the teams, and we thought Freeport, we were definitely as big as them. If we should have been a 4 or 5, maybe playing Freeport.
I had 3 coaches tell me that we seeded you as 4, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, regardless of that, I mean, it was a good high school game, and we had to, you got to beat these teams eventually, and, it would have been nice to get one here tonight.
That's the positive way to really take that from a game, and I think that's the thing the girls realize and you realize. Hey, girls, we had this game. That's okay. We've got a whole season left and a postseason to take down to South the southern area around St. Louis and put it to them.
Yep. So and that's what he told them. There's a lot of basketball left.
Well, and the thing I noticed about this game is, this was sectional final atmosphere. With the physicality.
Well, it was a good game.
And you guys, stepped up to the plate and it was as physical as them.
Yeah. And I thought we made some key adjustments, and and the kids really responded well. So I mean, we had some girls banged up right there, and we got through it. But I was very pleased with we moved Chloe from the top to the bottom in a couple possessions when Miley got in foul trouble, and we're buying into some different things. So I was very appreciative of that.
What I really liked was how you flattened out that 1-2-2.
That's what we talked about.
And Chloe right there at the free throw line, that clogged everything up.
Yeah, we talked about that this morning quite a bit, and that's because they wanted to go the high-low, which is natural with a team like that. So,
yeah.
But we really took that away from them, so I was very pleased with that.
You threw me a loop yesterday and threw Ward in there, and I didn't realize she was on the roster. Coach just looked down at the very end there and said, "Where's Coach at?" Coach Bergman.
Oh yeah, no, he's under the weather. He was actually, after we ate, he came back, and we were talking about when we were leaving, and he said he'd gotten sick a couple times, so he'll be just in his hotel room quarantined until Monday, hopefully. So
stay away from the girls, stay away from the coaching staff and everybody else.
Yep, for sure. So.
Hey, you know what? We got to turn around in Monday and still get out for a couple more games, and I think coming away here 3-1 is still our goal.
That's got to be the goal, and regardless, when you go to a tournament like this, you want to get at least 3 wins. Obviously, getting all 4 would be sweet, but realistically, if you can get 3 out of 4, that's pretty good. We get the loser of this game. This will be a good game. Both teams that they compete, and so at least we get a day off tomorrow, and then we come back and go back at it on Monday.
Take your day of rest. We can't wait for the next one. Good ball game, Coach.
It was. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you
got
very
it,
much.
man. We love it.
Great
So,
job, man.
And that's Coach Brad Dance. His comments are brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we return, we'll finish up the Hardy's post game, give you the breakdown. Coach was up here fast. I love that. And again, what do you do in the locker room? There's no words to say.
No.
You played a great game. It came down to a shot. It sucks. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And let's move on.
I've been on both ends of that, so you know what I mean. It's it's great when it happens for you, and it's demoralizing when it happens against you. But they got to walk out here with their heads high. Playing. I feel a state contender in 3A.
Oh, it looks good out there. So we're ready for down there. Not ready yet to go down to the postseason. We got a lot of basketball still left.
Oh, we got a lot of Western Big Six. Things that we have to take care of.
You got
like
it
Galesburg.
Indeed. That's like January 30th or 31st. Go ahead and mark that on your calendar. Double check that. So, hey, it's the Hardy's post-game show. The Devils lose on a last-second shot, 50-47. Come on back. We'll break down the scoring, and Coach Pettit and I will wrap this thing up here from Bloomington High School right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
QHS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QHS Honda.
And QHS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QHS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QHS makes it easy.
Back in Bloomington, the Hardy's post-game show. Wellman and Pettit. Thank you, Coach Dance, for sneaking up here in a hurry because we're tearing down and trying to find out how Altmix and the squad are doing. From what I see here, Coach, they don't tell you because a lot of times when you lose in an upper bracket, you go down to the lower bracket and play somebody from down there. But if I follow this, it should be 11:30 on Monday morning. And if it works great, we're not going to be at, what is SCHS? Which high school is that? But we'll be at Illinois Wesleyan at the Shirk Center. So I'm hoping that is right. So we'll double check, but it looks like 11:30. And with a win there, you would play at 4:30 later the same day. So we'd have 2 games on Monday. And, of course, we don't know what the Raiders are going to do yet. We know the Blue Devils are down there, and tomorrow we'll be down to see them at Collinsville, 1 o'clock and somewhere between 6 and 9 o'clock in the night. So, all righty, well, I'm getting my scoring up here. Let's hear what you got to say. And, of course, we pretty well covered it all here. Let's beat a dead horse.
Well, I'm sitting there looking at my keys to the game. Okay, play 32, no empty possessions. As Coach said, fourth quarter, we had a chance to extend that lead out, but we didn't get good looks at the basket. okay? Quick shots, quick threes, it doesn't work. Defensively, no bad fouls and board. I thought we did yeoman's work on the boards tonight, especially, Brown and Byquist, with the rebounds and everything. Taking care of the rock, good looks. Don't settle for quick threes. A couple times we got sped up a little bit, and tried to do that, which, pull it back out, be patient, execute, make them guard. I think they did a good job on that. A measuring stick. This is a measuring stick. This is a state, I don't want to say state bound because of injuries and so on and so forth. But this is a very, very good team that's looking for their third championship in 4 years. So, and like I say, the sophomore, let's face it, the sophomore stepped up in a big, big three.
Indeed. Let's look at the scoring unofficially, as I'm still floating a point out there for us. I'll find out where I missed that one at, but unofficially I've got Byquist with 13, 11 from Chloe Nicholson, 9 out of Jada Brown, 7 from Miley Loncourt, 6 from Ella Fritz, and 2 from Hamby. I think that rounded out everybody. We only played 6 players in the ball game. We had 3 threes in the first. We had 2 in the second half. The other side, that's what killed us, because 5 3-pointers from Giordano, 2 from Puckett, including the dagger at the end of the game. So there's 7 threes right there between the 2 players. Giordano led the game with 15 on the side for the Rams, 10 for Puckett, and she had 3 trays, not 2. So we had 8. 10 from Lee, kind of kept her inside and, kept her under wraps, not really under wraps. Troutman had 8, and Totero had 7. Reap came in the game, did not score. Pileski was in the game as well, and I think they only went 7 deep, if I'm not mistaken. So. Yep. It was 2 teams of playing it out, and other than a couple cheap fouls, most of it was played at the level of bang and postseason.
Like I say, the physicality of this game is what stands out to me. I mean, Jada was getting hounded by 2 6'2" players, the whole night. And a lot of times they were double teaming. Very tough. We're going to have to find out some ways, like Jada, okay, instead of working inside out, you're going to have to work outside in.
Yeah, and she did get the 3 in that first quarter.
Yeah,
that was
the key. She had a 3 in the first quarter. She had a nice little elbow jumper. But, for the most part, she was underneath battling, against a couple of 6'2" players all night.
And the Rams stopped her. She did not score in the second half. That's key there. She had 2 free throws, but did not get a basket in the second half. So I am sure Nicholson did not get a basket in the second half. So you look at that. That third quarter we mentioned, Loncourt and Byquist were the only 2 scoring, and Byquist and Ella Fritz in the last one. Ella Fritz was the one that scored in the
third.
The third as well. And I got her Loncourt down there for, Loncourt hit those 2 threes. So to double check that, I think it was the fourth quarter there too. Anyway, good ball game. We'll turn around on Monday and refocus, and I believe it's at 11:30. We'll have a double check Facebook out, or again, if you're being notified there on your YouTube there account with the Mecca Sports Co., you'll know when we play. We'll have our opponent. It'll be the loser of this game, and that is Morton and River Forest. River Forest, of course, beat Springfield by 31, and Morton beat Normal Community by 26. So it should be a good matchup between these 2 teams.
Well, Peoria basketball, Morton's been very, very good for, last 10 years.
Tom Cox's daughter, I think, played for Morton.
Yeah, it's a heck of a good program over there. And, once again, nothing to hold your head down about. Keep your head up. You were last-second 3-pointer away from beating, the undefeated, probably state-ranked team.
Indeed there, Coach. Last thoughts on that one? Was that it?
That's it, baby.
There you go. Hey, for Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. It has been exciting here. Stick around. We got a lot more at the State Farm, but tomorrow it's down at Collinsville. 1 o'clock for the first one. We'll find out when we play for the second one after the first game. That's the way it is. Of course, we're in the auxiliary gym over there, but the Devils can still go 3-1 there as well. So 3-1 is a key if you lose one and you're in the loser's bracket, or even in this one, losing the quarterfinal. From Bloomington High School, we're going to wrap it up here. It's the Hardy's post-game show. Glad you've been with us tonight. It was all audio. Same way in Collinsville. For a radio guy, I love it. And we'll keep giving you the pictures and coloring this best as we can. I hope we did a good job tonight. Your final score here at Bloomington, DePaul College Prep Rams 50. Your Quincy High Blue Devils from the girls' side 49. It's been fun, and we've got a lot more right here on mechasportsco.com. Good night, everyone.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get us biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get us biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.